Hello and welcome back. I'm Barbara O'Neill. Today we're getting into the topic of the true cause of disease. Understanding what really causes illnesses can help us make better choices for our health, especially for those who are above 40, because as we age, our bodies become weak and an easy prey for diseases. Many people think diseases happen randomly, but there's often a deeper reason behind them. In this lecture, we'll discuss how lifestyle factors such as diet, stress, and lack of exercise play an essential role in developing diseases. We'll also look at how our bodies react to these factors and what we can do to stay healthy and avoid diseases. Understanding their root causes can teach us a lot about preventing these conditions. Stay tuned as we discuss practical tips for improving your well-being and leading a healthier life.
We had a look at how you really can't blame the genes, because even though genetics may load the gun, it is lifestyle that pulls the trigger. And I think you'll agree with me, many are sick through ignorance, not realising what they're doing and how it's actually feeding those negative genes. And you can't blame the germ either. So the whole world didn't have to shut down over a virus. And I think everyone looks back now and realises that. And the procedures they put in place to stop the spread actually haven't, have you noticed, and even been part of spreading it more.
It's common to think that our DNA is the main factor determining whether we will develop certain diseases. Recent research shows that genes do play a role. They don't work alone. Our lifestyle choices, diet, stress levels, and environment are all crucial factors that influence our health. A person may have a genetic predisposition to heart disease. Still, if they maintain a healthy diet, exercise regularly, and avoid smoking, they can significantly reduce their risk. On the other hand, someone with no family history of heart disease can develop it due to poor lifestyle choices. This shows that our behaviours and habits can suppress or activate our genetic tendencies. In many cases, people become ill due to a lack of knowledge about how their actions impact their health. They might not realise that their diet, lack of physical activity, or stress levels are contributing to the development of diseases. However, by educating people about these factors, we can enlighten them and empower them to make better choices and improve their health outcomes.
They're the 4 ways. Most sexually transmitted diseases are fungus. I met a man last week, he said, I used to sing. He was early 60s. I used to be a beautiful singer. Now I'm coughing. For 10 years I've coughed up lots of sputum with streaks of blood. I've had this test and this test and this test, and they've gone down with scopes and they've done this and this. I've gone to specialist after specialist. So I put my detective hat on. I said, have you ever smoked? No. Did your parents smoke? No. Have you ever had exposure to chemicals or mould, breathing them in? It must be something is breathed in. It's not rocket science, is it? It's just common sense. And his wife and he looked at each other and went, oh dear. I said, what? He said about 6 years ago, actually 10 years ago, it's when he started, he was shoveling mushroom compost all day long. Okay, students, what's happening? When you put that shovel into the mushroom compost, what's coming into the air? She said he was in bed for a week after he did that. Can you see that? I love the detective work. Investigate. This is a mirror, and for each one of you different light bulbs will go off at different times. Aha. It's like the lady that said she had asthma from 5. So what does my detective hat say? What happened at 5? Oh, we moved into another house. Anything remarkable about that house? Oh, the corner of the lounge room, the carpet used to grow little mushrooms. Aha. And you know, children are down there, they're breathing in it more than the adults. And I tell you, Brother Moses, who was 6'10", he wouldn't even get a whiff. But down there, can you see that? I said to this couple who the man lost his voice, I said, no need to go to any more specialists. And I showed him what you can do. And I have written a book on the subject. It's called Self-Heal by Design. Number 1, you've got to starve it. What does it love to eat? Come to Living Springs Health Retreat and go through a detox. It loves waste. Do a cleanse. The juices, they start to get the waste out of the body. Check your house. Make sure there's nothing in there. The fungal link with disease is big. In one chapter of my book, I quote many books that show the link between basically every disease. And one part of my book shows the link between cancer and fungus. A person can have a fungus yeast in their body and not have cancer, but it definitely can develop into that. So you've got to make sure there is no mold in your house. If there is, you've got to put your detective hat on and find out why. Is it because there's something wrong with the air conditioner? Is it because there's a leaking tap behind the wall? Is it because the drains aren't draining well because they're built? You've got to find out why. One lady said she always used to get mold in her bathroom, so she got an exhaust fan put in. And for 20 minutes after every shower, she keeps that fan on. That's what you've got to do. One of the good things about air conditioners is they dry the air out. And that helps to prevent mold. But you've got to look at where the pipes of the air conditioner are and the dripping of the water, that it's not in the walls. That can cause problems. Number 2, kill. I do think we've got to get away from the kill mentality, but God in His great mercy and wisdom has given us herbs that will kill mold and won't kill us. And in my book I list quite a few. So well-known one is garlic. Another is grapefruit seed extract. That's very potent. If ever you eat a grapefruit, don't forget every now and then to just put your teeth on the seed. You'll think the grapefruit's sweet once you taste what's in that seed. It's very bitter, but it's a fungal killer. And olive leaf extract. Olive leaf extract has some strong actives in there that kill fungus. And there are also is a South American herb called pordiaco. Now, because our bodies get used to things, just as the microbes get used to things, so do the cells. Cells and microbes all adapt. Everything in God's creation adapts and adjusts. So I suggest 2 weeks on this, and before the microbes have got used to it, change it. Go to grapefruit seed extract for 2 weeks, go to olive leaf extract for 2 weeks, so you can see you can alternate it.
Sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, are primarily caused by bacteria, viruses, and parasites. However, fungal infections like yeast infections can also be transmitted sexually. Common bacterial STDs include chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis. Viral STDs include HIV, herpes, HPV, and hepatitis B and C. Parasitic STDs include trichomoniasis. Fungal infections such as yeast infections are typically caused by Candida species and can be passed between sexual partners. These diseases are transmitted through sexual contact, including vaginal, anal, and oral sex. In some cases, they can also be spread through non-sexual means, such as from mother to baby during childbirth or through blood transfusions and shared needles. Symptoms of STDs can vary widely. Some may cause noticeable symptoms like sores, discharge, itching, or pain, while others can be asymptomatic. Treatment for STDs depends on the specific type of infection. Bacterial STDs are typically treated with antibiotics. It's crucial to complete the entire course of medication, even if symptoms disappear, to ensure the disease is entirely eradicated. Viral STDs, while not curable, can be managed with antiviral medications to control symptoms and reduce transmission risk. For instance, antiretroviral therapy, ART, is used for managing HIV.
The 5th law is exercise. You would not detox very well if all you did was sit down all day. And you would not detox very well if you walked all day long. It's a balance between times of rest and times of activity. But the easiest and gentlest, most effective form is the rebounder. So just all you have to do, this is called the health bounce. I'm doing the health bounce right now. So if you can't do much, even just to do the health bounce, because every cell in the body is getting a zoom there. And what beautiful countryside is here. So make time to go on some walks outside. So exercise, The right amount exercises, alkalizes the human body. The next law is proper diet, and we'll be showing you that diet. We'll be giving it to you. We gave you an example yesterday with lunch, so a plant-based diet. And the 7th law is water. We'd like you to maintain full hydration so your body can detox effectively. So that's approximately 8 glasses a day, spread out over 24 hours.
Exercise, water and proper diet are essential components in preventing diseases. Regular physical activity helps keep the body fit, improves cardiovascular health and boosts the immune system. It also aids in maintaining a healthy weight, reducing the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes and certain cancers. Exercise promotes circulation and lymphatic flow, which are crucial for effective detoxification. Proper hydration supports the body's ability to flush out toxins, maintain healthy digestion, and regulate body temperature. Drinking about 8 glasses of water daily ensures that cells function optimally, waste is efficiently eliminated, and the skin remains healthy and hydrated. A balanced diet, particularly a plant-based one, is a powerful ally in the fight against diseases. It provides essential nutrients that support overall health. Nutrient-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains and legumes supply vitamins, minerals and antioxidants that protect against disease. This diet not only helps maintain a healthy gut and reduces inflammation, but also strengthens the immune system, making you more resilient to diseases.
There are also some very good essential oils. Oregano is a strong one. Clove oil is a strong one. Thyme oil. They're all very strong antifungals. In Psalm 104 verse 14, the Bible says that God gave herbs for the service of man. They're there to serve you. They don't kill you. Also, the third point is to bring back the balance. Every morning early we are giving you each a probiotic. Probiotic means for life. So we aim to flood the gastrointestinal tract with the good guys, the probiotics. The Lactobacillus acidophilus bifidus bacteriums help to replenish this gut flora and brings back the balance. Number 4, alkalize. Fungus and cancer love an acid environment. On Thursday I'll be giving a whole lecture showing you the alkaline forming foods and the acid forming foods. But briefly right now, all your vegetables are alkalizing. All your vegetables are alkaline forming. So on these 2 days on your juices, everything we give you is alkaline. In the human body tissues, everything's alkaline except for stomach. Stomach's acid, as you'll see tonight when we look at the gut. But the waste that's coming out of your body is acid. So alkalizing the tissues with a more alkaline diet.
Essential oils like oregano, clove and thyme are known for their potent antifungal properties. Due to their natural compounds, these oils can be effective in both preventing and treating various health conditions. For example, oregano oil contains carvacrol and thymol, which have strong antimicrobial and antifungal effects. Clove oil, rich in eugenol, is also known for its antifungal, antibacterial and pain-relieving properties. Thyme oil, with its high thymol content, has been used traditionally to combat infections and boost immune function. Probiotics such as Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium are administered to restore gut flora balance. These beneficial bacteria help maintain a healthy gut environment, which is crucial for overall health. A balanced gut flora supports better digestion, boosts the immune system, and can help prevent the overgrowth of harmful organisms, including fungi. A diet rich in alkaline-forming foods, primarily vegetables, is encouraged to create an internal environment less conducive to the growth of fungus and cancer. The body's tissues are naturally alkaline except for the stomach, which is acidic to aid digestion. Consuming alkalizing foods helps maintain this balance, supporting overall health and aiding in detoxification.
But the very act of rebounding actually re-establishes your balance. Back to the colon and stimulation. But probably what stimulates the colon more than anything is fibre. And the highest fibre food is a plant-based diet, especially your vegetables. Now on the detox, we are not giving you fibre for 2.5 days. And so we're going to offer you herbs. And the herbs that we offer you are herbs in the form of colon tea. We call it colon tea because they are herbs that gently stimulate, revive and restore the function of the colon. You see, what fibre does is it cleans out all the little pockets. Fibre stimulates peristalsis all through, and the herbs will stimulate the peristalsis. And in 2 days' time, we will feed you solid food again. And once again, fibre will come in. Because you're on a detox, it's very important that the colon move every day. We'd like you ideally to be evacuating at least once, ideally twice a day.
Stimulating the colon can be done through a few simple methods. Eating a diet high in fibre, which includes fruits, vegetables and whole grains, helps keep the colon active. Fibre adds bulk to the stool and helps it move through the digestive system more easily. Drinking plenty of water is also crucial because it helps keep things flowing smoothly in the colon. Regular physical activity like walking or exercising can further stimulate the colon and encourage regular bowel movements. Lastly, certain natural remedies like consuming probiotic-rich foods or drinks can support a healthy colon by balancing gut bacteria.
Let me tell you how antibiotics were discovered. Alexander Fleming was growing bacteria in a flask in his laboratory. He came in one morning and it was all dead. And he put his detective hat on. Why is my bacteria dead? Nothing in the laboratory indicated it. There was an open window and it was morning and the sun was coming in and there was a heavy dust on the sun's rays. He investigated, he looked further up, and in the next story he saw an open window, and in the open window there was a plate of fruit, and in the plate of fruit there was a mouldy orange. Do you remember the story from school days? That mould gives off a dust, and in that dust is its spore, and in that dust is a highly toxic gas designed to kill off anything that would compete with the mould's food source. What would try and get the mould's orange? Other bacteria, yeast and fungus. So the mould says, this is my orange, no one else is going to get it. I'm giving off a dust to kill anyone that might try and get my orange. That dust fell on Alexander Fleming's bacteria and killed it. So he called the mould penicillium. And he called the mould waste penicillium. He called the mould waste penicillic acid. And that penicillic acid is the penicillin that we know today. And penicillin has saved the lives of millions, granted. But this is why I like Florence Nightingale's story, because she was getting incredible results before antibiotics came along. Just imagine if antibiotics had been known then. Come in with the antibiotics, but the doctors didn't wash their hands between operation, but the sewage in the corridors wasn't changed, but the dead horse and the dead dog aren't taken out of the water that the men are drinking. You see, if you don't find the cause, you will never have a cure. If you don't turn the tap off, you're still going to be mopping up in the other corner. I think God, in his great wisdom, allowed Florence Nightingale's experience to happen so that we human beings might have a good look at these microbes before the antibiotics came along. I'm not against antibiotics. They have saved lives, they are saving lives, they will save lives. But we've got a problem today. It's the overuse of the antibiotic. They're not used for life-saving resorts. Well, they are, but they're also used for a cough, a sore finger, a sore foot. We've got to look back to what our grandmothers did. So that when we get a cold, we actually go to bed. We take lemon water. We put our feet in hot water with a spoonful of mustard. You know all those old remedies? On Wednesday night, I'll show you some of the old remedies. I raised 8 children without antibiotics, and they're all still alive. My son's 40 in February, and he's never had an antibiotic. Do you know, he might get through his whole life never having them. That's what it should be. Most people should go through their life never having them. And what's the old saying? A stitch in time saves 9. Nip it in the bud. If someone gets a sore foot, put a poultice on it. Do some hot and colds, and then it'll go away. But people don't know what to do, so the foot gets sorer, and then the line goes up the leg, and then the foot blows up, and oh, quick, we need it. Can you see that? And then the person's told, if you'd taken antibiotics earlier, it wouldn't have got to this. Actually, if you'd done hot and colds and grated potato, it wouldn't have got to that. Can you see that? Many are sick through education. That's why I believe the only hope of better things on planet Earth is the education of people in the right principles. That's from a little book called Ministry of Healing, and I think they have it in the store, yeah? Excellent book on healing in the human body. To date, they have tested 1.5 million different yeasts, molds and funguses, and 1,000 of those are known to cause disease in mankind. And every mould can have 2 or 3 different mould wastes, and different mould wastes affect different body parts.
Thanks for watching. I hope this lecture gave you a clear understanding of what truly causes disease. Remember, it's a combination of factors like diet, lifestyle and genetics that can impact our health. Simple changes like eating whole foods, staying active and managing stress can make a big difference. It's never too late to start taking better care of yourself. If you found this lecture helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more lectures like this. Your health is in your hands and small steps can lead to big improvements. Take care and see you next time.